not even Las Vegas decriminalized prostitution. And that's that place you go to and nobody knows what happens when you go there. Not even Vegas has done that. So it is a major choice. My priorities, number one, public safety. I want 5,000 more cops hired. Mayor Adams made the proposal. I support it. 1,500 in the subways. New Yorkers have to feel safe. That is job one. And that's what we're going to do. Number two, we have to get the economy running. We need jobs coming back to New York so our young people know to stay with us. Three, we're going to rebuild NYCHA like it has never been done before, and we're going to do it fast. I was the Housing and Urban Development Secretary under Bill Clinton, the HUD Secretary. So I was in charge of public housing all across the nation. I rebuilt it all across the nation. I rebuilt the Chicago Housing Authority, which was the worst in the United States. We're going to make NYCHA a gem, and we're going to do it together. And I'm excited about it. And we have to protect New York from Mr. Donald Trump. Now, I know Donald Trump. I was governor, he was president. We fought every day. Every day. I would do the COVID briefing in the morning. He would say bad things about me in the afternoon. Then he would do his COVID briefing in the evening. And then I would say bad things about him at night after he did his COVID briefing. That was our relationship. He is a tough customer. And he is forceful. And I am.
Right. Tell him about the bridges. Tell him when he wanted to shut down all the bridges and what you did. Latrice reminded me. I'll tell you how tough he can be. We had COVID, and we had it first and we had it worst. And the other states were saying, oh, New York has COVID. The president calls up and says, you know what I want to do? I'm going to quarantine New York. I said, what does that mean, quarantine New York? It means I'm going to seal all the bridges, close the airports, nobody can leave New York. It sounds like a science fiction movie where they were just going to lock us into New York because we had COVID and they thought that COVID wouldn't go anywhere else. And I said, look, you're going to panic people because you know New Yorkers. As soon as you tell them they can't do something, they want to do it. You tell them you can't leave, they're going to do everything they can to leave. And it would have set in a panic. And he was going to do it. And I called him up. I said, if you do it, we're going to have trouble, and you don't want to have this kind of trouble. No, he thought it was a big political win. I went on TV and I said, if he closes New York, I'm going to close Wall Street. I'm going to close the financial markets. And you're going to see the stock market collapse thousands of points, and it's going to be the Trump economic disaster, and it's going to resonate internationally. The president called me up, said, what, are you crazy? I said, no, you're crazy. You're the one who started this. He said, well, forget it, I'm not going to quarantine New York. You go out there and say it's all over. And I went out there and said it's all over. But that's the type of guy he is. I can handle him with your help. He's not going to mess with us. He sent the National Guard to 20 cities when I was governor. Never New York. Never New York. And we have a fight on our hands, but we can do it. My opponent, 34 years old, two-term assemblyman, passed 3 bills. 3 bills is nothing. Latrice passes 3 bills in her sleep, okay? He was absent. He went to people, said, I want to represent you. He was then absent for 80% of the votes. 80%. Didn't even show up. He has never had a real job. Never had a real job. He was a rapper. All right. Maybe you consider that a real job. Never had a real job. And first job of his life, he wants to be mayor of the city of New York.
running 300,000 people, $115 billion budget. A job where he's going to have to take on Donald Trump, and I'll tell you, Donald Trump will go through him like a hot knife through butter. He won't even step over him, he'll step on him. A city where any given morning, somebody can walk into that room and say, Mr. Mayor, we have a building collapse. Mr. Mayor, we have a mass murder. Mr. Mayor, we have, God forbid, another terrorist attack. You need to know what you're doing. You need to know what you're doing. I was on TV the other day, and one of these talking heads, young guy, says to me, well, you know, people like a fresh face and a new look. I said, well, first of all, I think my face looks pretty fresh, don't you? Second, a new look. Experience matters. Wisdom matters. Living life matters. You learn, you grow. 34 years old. I didn't know what I didn't know at 34 years old. And this kid doesn't know what he doesn't know. But he is not prepared to be mayor of New York City. We're going to win. We're looking at a record turnout. Record turnout. They're talking about 2 million people turning out. Why? Because New Yorkers are concerned. And they should be concerned. Because the future of the city is on the line. I need you to vote for me, please. I need you to vote for me, please. I need you to vote for me, please. We're going to win. We're going to take this city. We're not just going to build it back. We're going to make this city better than it's ever been before. We're going to put a shine on the Big Apple that is going to be blinded. We're going to do it together. Thank you. God bless you. And save me a plate.
Awesome, awesome. So thank you. Tomorrow, if you haven't already voted, on his way to wherever it's Staten Island, it's only. Okay, so we know we got to get him across that Verrazano Bridge. Oh, you know what? Kosciuszko Bridge. He keeps saying Kosciuszko Bridge. I'm like, where's that? It's Kosciuszko. We're from Brooklyn. And how do we say the bridge? Kosciuszko. See you later, everybody.
Pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, we know who we need. We know who we need to run this city. Right? I did my early voting and there you go. Put it up. Cool. That's it.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi, ladies. How you doing?
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
A shiny new penny, just that, a shiny new penny.
You're right.
When I go down to City Hall,
That's all right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
If it's possible.
One of the things I'm just curious about, you've been in politics a long time, you've been in campaigns a long time, but you've had to talk to a lot of New York City voters for this campaign in particular. So what's your takeaway from those conversations? What have you learned from New York City voters through the course of this race?
I think they are frustrated. They're
afraid. They're afraid of President Trump. They're afraid of the crime. I think they're afraid of the concept of an inexperienced mayor with Mondami. I think that's what you're seeing with a lot of people. They know mayor's a big job. This city can be a little threatening. Things happen in this city. Hurricane Sandy. It's not unusual, and they want a mayor who they trust can handle it, and just for their own personal safety. So that's what I'm getting from them. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I know. I'm the one with the salt. Who am I driving? Luke, are you coming with me?
I'm coming with Ben.
I'll see you at the next one.
Sorry, excuse me, guys.
Do you, Kevin?
I'm gonna ride with you. Yeah.
Ben, I'm gonna go with
Are you there?
See ya. He's gonna go with me.
Great. So mean. So good and so true, but so mean.
Next time.
I know.
Yeah, see? They don't like it either. I don't like it either. Last year, yes, it happened to be St. California, which is a downside. But I put you
That's so cool.
So when somebody said, I don't just like nobody is what are you talking about?
It has a stripe.
Look at that stripe. You didn't have that stripe.
How would we know from 10,000